Does it sound 50 tumbly? Having a little squeeze. Hello there, thank you for joining me today. I firstly want to apologise if you can hear any fans in the background. I do have some noise suppression on, so perhaps that will help a little bit. Today's video, you know I love my rocks. I'm going to be doing a tumble sorting kind of organising video at some point, and I thought maybe I'll just get a couple of extra tumbles to organise. And my go-to place is Etsy. I started off buying crystals with a website, and the website, the company I was using was just not great. I didn't realise because I was very new, and the pricing and the quality, those things they did not bring me joy. So I go to Etsy, and I have tried to find a couple of sellers that I go to a lot. This was not from one of my usual sellers, so this is my first purchase from this seller. What caught my eye? Guys, this was pitched as 50 tumblestones for £12.99. £12.99. 50, and it says 10 to 20 millimeters, so that's like 1 to 2 centimeters, right? So they're not going to be huge, but I was curious. Now they've got a sale on, and it was something like £8.49 with free delivery, I think, for 50 tumblestones. I just thought, for science, let's do this. Let's have a little look. So in just a moment, we're going to be opening the package. I have not opened it, and I don't have high expect. 50 tumblestones for £8.49, including P&P. What? So yeah, we'll take a little look at that. I do just want to say thank you so much to anyone who's subscribed to the channel. That's really kind of you. It makes me so happy if I see that number going up. And of course, my darling precious members. I can't believe that people would like to support the channel in such a way. So thank you so much. You are really genuinely appreciated. I am small fry. I was going to say on YouTube, I'm small fry everywhere, but you guys, you help me, you help motivate me to continue creating content. So thank you, darlings. So I'm going to show you the package. My address is on the other side, so I'm going to try not to show that to you. So firstly, I'm thinking, it sounds tumbly, right? It sounds tumbly. Does it sound 50 tumbly? Having a little squeeze. Maybe. So I'm going to open this up. As I said, I have not opened it. All the sides are perfectly intact. When I go to the next screen, I will have snipped this open, I think, for you. It's just going to be a little easier if we don't have to deal with me trying to use scissors. I am left-handed and I struggle sometimes using scissors. I know you can get left-handed scissors. I'm an old lady. I know left-handed scissors exist, but just please be patient with me. So I will see you on my other screen in just a moment, and we'll take a look at these. I am so curious, honestly. I have low expectations. £8.49, including P&P. They're posting rocks. The P&P is not going to be cheap. So, all right. I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so here we are. This is the package. And I have snipped down this edge. And take a little peek. Well, there are some tumbles in here. My concern, I am not a fan of dyed agates. I'm not sure if that pinky purpley one is a dyed agate, but let's see, shall we? Let's just tip it out. Oh, okay. I think I've got them all. Right, yeah, it came from spiritualstones.com or on Etsy. Just check. There's no more stones inside. Okay. What do we have? Do we want me to count them? So that's me moving my chair. Okay, so this does jump out at me as a dyed agate. I'm not I like the beauty of a natural stone. Maybe I do have there is one of my best friends, I am guide mother to her little girl, and I've been supporting her in her quest to start collecting rocks and things. She's got some beautiful things that she's picked up from the beach, and I have supplemented her collection with some of my pieces, and I wonder whether maybe she'd want some of my dyed ones. Don't want to palm them off onto her, but I think if I was a little girl, like many, many years ago, I'd probably quite like the really shiny dyed stuff. Again, I feel like this is probably dyed. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you like it, you like it. It's just that my collection in particular is, I'd like to not have dyed pieces in it. So I'm going to pop those there. What else do we have? This one looks like another dyed agate, which is a shame. I love the banding. So these are agates because they've got a little bit of translucency, and they have these lines, these levels, these stripes. It's banding, basically. It's banding tray. So it is pretty. I do think it's pretty. Then we've got, I assume this is, oh, it's a little piece of quartz. It's got some inclusions in it. I like that. I like that. Well, I'm glad it wasn't too delicate. Then here we've got, let me put a pile over here for Josie. Okay. In fact, you know, maybe she'll have a few more. So there's another one here, which that's got to be dyed, right? I cannot see how this is not dyed. But do you know what? I think numbers wise, maybe there are about 50. I think this one could be another dyed one. So I think this could be a great present for a child who is starting off their collection. And this could be amethyst. I mean, do you know what? It feels like it could be glass. I don't know. It could be amethyst. It could be glass. It just, I'll have to check for bubbles. I can't really do that right here. Then again, I don't think I have any tumbled amethyst, so who knows? What's this? This could be amethyst. Don't know. It's very pretty. I am not saying that these are not pretty rocks at all. So there's a lot of quartzy type things in here. And this is maybe, it's quite cloudy. Not sure if it counts as milky or not. There's another little quartzy here. Just getting quite a collection of quartz. I'm not mad at that. This one looks a bit, maybe this is a milky quartz. It does feel a bit more milky. This looks like it's either a clear quartz or a glass. The reviews are all 5 stars, like 4 and 5 stars. I feel like if they were putting glass in here, then the reviews would say so, you know. Other people wouldn't be reviewing it at 4 and 5 stars if you're expecting gemstone tumbles and you're getting glass, you know. But I wouldn't be surprised, like for that price, I would be understanding. Again, we've got small quartz here, different types of quartz. This one is another one which has some inclusions in it, which I think that just makes it more real feeling, you know. There we go. Like you wouldn't, just makes no sense. Yeah, there's some more little inclusions in that one. This one has a slightly more pinky tinge to it. I don't know if you can see. So that could be rose quartz potentially. I'm just basically collecting the quartz at the moment, or the white and very pale pink quartz, just to make a little pile of those. And the clear quartz. I love the sound this makes. This one is slightly yellow. This actually, to me, I feel is possibly, it's got the fuzziness that you might get from a heat-treated amethyst to make a citrine. So there's like heat treat. There's 2 ways of treating amethyst to make it into citrine, I think. There we go. More of the quartzy stuff there. Okay, so that's, how many is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. It's about 22 or so quartzy pieces. I'm going to pop them over here. Let's make a little space for them. There's nothing wrong with the quartzy pieces. Again, this was £8 something for 50 tumbles. And I am not mad that the tumble size is perfectly fine. They are small tumbles, but they are not chips. And that's good. Okay, so we got these brown ones. I'm not very good with my brown ones. I've got a bunch of brown bracelets. I love my tiger's eye, but this is not it. Maybe not give these to children because they look like chocolate. I mean, even I am eyeing them up. I'm like, do I want to eat it? Would that be something I would want to do? No. Okay, so those are my plain browns. So I've got one more here. Oh, this one looks like it's got a bit of depth to the pattern, I think. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty. That's cool. I think you can see that. Yeah, interesting. Actually, I think that's only the first time I've said interesting, which is rare for me. Okay, so I'm going to pop those here. So that's another 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 9 brown ones. I prefer it when people know what they're talking about in these videos. And honestly, I cannot identify all of these. I feel like this could be aventurine. I feel like this is a classic. There's no reason why it wouldn't be, I don't think. So there we go. Maybe I can start my greens here. I mean, what was this one? Oh, yeah, no, this was, I saw it over there and I thought maybe that's aventurine, but no, when I pick it up, I remember that is definitely a dye dagger as far as I'm concerned. It's one of my, yeah, I don't know. I don't know on these purple ones. Because I don't have any tumbled amethyst, which is, maybe it doesn't tumble well. Maybe I just have not had any. That's peculiar. Okay, here we are. So I feel like maybe these are a jasper or something along those lines. Same with this, perhaps. Then I do love the patterns in some of these. Look at this. If in doubt, I'm going to say a jasper. Okay. I can go in my brown pile. Here's another one for the brown pile. That's okay. Hello. There you go. Well done. Oh, no. As soon as I said well done, you decided to unfocus. Cool. Thank you. Oh, I think this is another one of those fake citrines. Not fake citrines, because citrine is technically, isn't it, amethyst heated to a certain point that is yellow. And this honestly isn't too bad. This isn't like brown crispy amethyst, but I would just be surprised if it was real natural made citrine. But it's actually very pretty. I like the light play inside. See, it's quite a pretty piece. Quite small. You can see how big it is in my hand and against my fingernails. But I don't know what this one is. Do you know, it's got some translucency to it. So I think it could be a chalcedony, maybe? Or chalcedony. How are we even supposed to pronounce that? When I was growing up, I used to say chalcedony, and since I started watching YouTubers who are American, I have started saying chalcedony. So yeah, let me know if you have a preferred way of saying it. And we've got another little piece of what appears to be rose quartz, so I'm going to pop that in my quartzy pile. This one, I don't know what this is. Maybe another chalcedony. It feels like it's got a little bit of translucent. Oh, wow. Okay, when I turned it onto this side, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. It had some of that crackly... you can't really see. Oh, maybe a little bit. Right there. Just there. A little bit of the light play. So I wonder if this is... Oh, I don't know, because I don't know what this... Interesting. Oh no, that's like maybe the second time, possibly more. I apologize. What's this? Okay. Do you know what we could do with you? So this could be sodalite, maybe. If it is, because I don't think it's lapis. It feels more sodalite-y to me than lapis. But we can grab the UV light and have a little look at that in just a moment. Oh, this is, to me, it's another dyed stone. I don't think this is natural. It's going to go in the dyed pile. I think I've looked at this one, but maybe I just put it back in the same place. because I'm unhelpful to myself. Yeah, like with that one too. And this. Do you know, I can tell you actually what some of these are supposed to be. I think I can look up the listing for it because the listing is still live. So that should give us an idea. Look at the bands on that. That's nice. Shh. Nobody saw that. Okay. Nobody saw that. It doesn't have any chatoyancy, so I don't think this is Tiger's Eye. If it had the light played like the chatoyancy, then I would say it was Tiger's Eye. But it looks like Tiger's Eye without any flashiness. So, oh yeah, here we go. This is the crackly citrine. Okay. Yeah, this is the sodalite that I'm going to look at under a light in a moment. This maybe is another piece of this stuff. There's a lot of these browns. Honestly, again, I have to remind myself, it was £8.49 with free delivery. This is cool. For £8.49 with free delivery, I am not mad. If I'd paid, like, people charge maybe £1 a tumble and then upwards. If I had paid £1 a tumble for this, I would be irked. But I didn't. So, yeah, this is another dyed one. Let's go in my dyed pile. Whoop, come here. Come on. Okay. Wait, we're doing it like this, are we? Right up close. Is that the only way you're going to let me see what this is? In fact, I cannot even see what this is. Oh, there. There we go. So I think it's got a little bit of translucency to it. It feels a little bit green. And then I guess... Oh, what's this? This could be... I feel like it's another slightly dyed thing. I was hoping it was maybe a moss agate. Love me a bit of moss agate. But let me grab my light and see if any of these fluoresce, because you know me, I love a little bit of fluorescence. Okay, hang on just a moment. Let's push these in a bit. Okay, everything is pushed in. Let's start over here. Okay, interesting. There's something going on there. I'm not sure what. This has actually, it's like it's got little white sparkly bits inside. That's pretty cool. Huh. And then what have we got over here? There's this one. Oh, wow. Okay, this one is jumping out at me. This is quite glowy. See? When you put it in with the others, it feels like it has a bit more of a glow to it. That's kind of cool. This one, I think, I don't know, what's that? That is definitely giving me a glow. That is really cool. I would not have guessed that that one was going to give me this orangeness. And then what else? This one. This one seems to have a bit of something going on. And then wow. Wow. Okay, so oh, okay. Ha 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 ha. This, what's that? This is orangey. Is that the one that I said might be sodalite? Makes sense if so. I think it could be. Yeah, that's the one I said might be sodalite. That's the whole reason I got this out, because it's... So I think it is, actually, potentially. And then just what the heck is going on with these dyed ones? I don't know if it's the dye that's making them glow, but this is what they look like normally. Hello. And then, wow, that's kind of cool. So I did actually, do you remember I mentioned my guide daughter? I did, when I returned to my hometown recently, I gave her one of my UV torches. And I think she would actually quite like to get the UV torch out and have a look at particularly these. I'll let her mum know that they're dyed and things don't naturally look like that, but sometimes people will want to enhance or change the look of some stones, and it's all personal taste as to whether it's your thing or not. But it's not really my thing. Like carvings are not really my thing. There are some carving shapes that I kind of am okay with, so things like eggs and spheres and maybe flames. But if I get like a Pikachu carving, that's not going to bring me joy. Pikachu is very cute, but I like a more natural shape to my stones. Okay, so I don't know, what do you think? What do you think about my 50 stones for £8.49, I think, including postage? And I have to say, it was delivered pretty quickly as well. I personally think this is great for if you are getting a child into rock collecting. I think it's a pretty good starter pack. Honestly, I'm not mad at that. I know there's a lot of quartz. I was going to look at the listing and tell you what the listing says it has. So, please hold the line. Just got to get it up. There is an app, so that's good. Hopefully I should easily be able to get back to it. Alright, so let me look at it. Tell me what it has. Let's look at the description. Oh, it's a closing down sale. Wow, all crystals are now 50% off. Huh, okay. I'm going to read what it says. Our bulk tumbled crystals are a stunning collection of smooth, polished stones in various colours, shapes and sizes. These crystals are perfect for use in crafts, home decor, or as a beautiful addition to any collection. Each crystal is unique, has its own natural patterns and markings, making it a truly special and unique item. I would say I question the word natural for the patterns actually are, and the markings are natural, but I feel like oh, do you know what? It says right here. Please note that the mystery mix contains some dyed crystals. So I feel better for noting that there were some dyed crystals and catching that. And I'm also really happy that they put that in the listing. I have no problem with that at all. They've been very, very clear. They seem to have very, very strong values. So this is in the UK. They do have larger crystals available. I will drop the details in my, just in case you're still around before they do close down. So they have, they say that in the mystery mix there's things like black obsidian, so that must be what this piece is, and amazonite. Oh dear, that's my bad. So the greens are amazonite. There is amethyst. Okay, so I can feel better about not having had any tumbled amethyst previously. I do trust these people. Oh, they've got some blue chalcedony in here, and they do. Oh, that may or may not be blue chalcedony. They say they've got bloodstone, so I think that's maybe some of these ones, possibly. I'm not. This does look more brown than red. But some of these, I don't know. And there's black tourmaline. I am not sure whether we've got black tourmaline. I keep doing that. Or obsidian, because we've only got one quite black piece. Now, it says there's citrine, so I do think that those are the slightly yellow pieces that we've pointed at. Hematite. Okay, maybe this one does look like the hematite in their picture, so that could be hematite. Clear quartz, yes. They say there could be malachite in the mix, but honestly, I don't see anything that says malachite to me. Green quartz, petersite, maybe. Interesting. Red jasper. Okay, I did call this one as jasper. We have a lot of red jasper, for sure. There's pink opal, apparently, and there's rose quartz. I've probably been quite... I probably have not identified between the two. There is petersite in some of them. Now, I have not got any petersite. Why do I think that that's UV reactive? I wonder whether that's the one that I was surprised by earlier. I don't know. Then there's smoky quartz, tiger's eye, tree agate. Oh, maybe the tree agate is one of those ones that I was hoping for moss agate. Smoky quartz and tiger's eye. Again, I don't think that layered one was tiger's eye because there was no chatoyancy, and I love me a bit of chatoyancy. But I'm not mad at this haul. I'm not mad at the listing. I'm not mad at the price. This has been quite nice and relaxing to just go through and try and identify things. This has been a nice, I don't know how long I've been chatting for. 10, 15 minutes maybe. Okay, come with me. Fancy seeing you here. So I hope that was interesting. I don't know what you would get from it. I hope maybe just the chit chat was okay. I have now got a bunch more crystals in my collection, and if they are closing down and have a 50% sale, I might need to check out, see what else they have. Honestly, they were really honest about the presence of dyed stones being in the mix, and I really appreciate that honesty. I think I will buy with confidence from them again, and I'm much happier to deal with merchants who have that integrity, because it just gives me a bit more reassurance that they will let me know when, the things can be a little bit misleading sometimes, and I'm happy that I'm unlikely to be misled. Plus 50% off. Not sponsored, by the way. This was just me mooching around and then finding this ridiculous price for 50 stones. So, yeah, my darlings, I hope that you have a delightful day, a wonderful week, and of course, the snuggliest of sleeps when it is time to go to bed. Take care, and thank you.